Hello guys, welcome back to another video today. Yes, we are doing a Facebook Marketplace video today. I picked up 3 4Ks from somebody pretty local to me on Facebook Marketplace, and I just thought, why not show you guys in a separate video? So here we go. So I did pick up these 3 4Ks on the most recent Blu-ray hunt, but I had so much stuff to show you on that video that I just thought I can't make this video any longer than it is. I'll just have to show you guys in a separate video. So there is 3 4Ks, all, you know, really much needed things in my collection that I don't have, of course. And for a really good price, I paid £20 for all 3 of these. He was doing like a big bundle, but I had a lot of them, so I just reached out and said, you know, would you take 3 of them? And then he said, oh, would you take 25? And I said, oh, well, I was thinking more 20 because 1 or 2 of these titles ain't that expensive in CEX. So I just thought, you know, I'll make that offer. And he actually said yes. So yeah, obviously it was a little bit out of the way for me. I had to go and drive and pick them up. Really nice guy. He's selling loads of other things as well. He's selling like the big Middle Earth collection set and stuff like that. And basically just needed some furniture. You know, wanted to upgrade his furniture in his house. So just some of the things in his collection he didn't want to have. So yeah, resale market is always good to check out. Of course, Facebook, not to mention, of course, CEX and Vinted. Selling online, selling, you know, your stuff is one of the benefits to physical media because the value still stays. Like I could sell that Jurassic World set for some money, whereas if I had that digitally, I couldn't sell it if I wanted to. So there's benefits there. Right, let's get into these films. And the first one being, one with a slipcover, is War of the Planet of the Apes. I actually did used to own this film when before I started properly collecting again. It was when I picked up at a boot sale for £4 way back when. But again, I was never doing YouTube then. I wasn't doing movies with James, but I picked it up because it was a pretty good deal. And it had that slipcover there as well. But of course, I picked this up as part of this bundle. This is the film here. And I don't have any of the Planet of the Apes films in terms of the newer stuff. So there's the 2 discs there inside. I do have, of course, I have the original trilogy, like not trilogy, but the original movies from like the 60s and stuff. And I also have the Mark Wahlberg movie as well. So I really need to get War, Dawn, Rise, as well as Kingdom, of course, all of the new ones. So they are now, that's the start, of course, of this one to continue on and get all the Planet of the Apes films. But War for the Planet of the Apes, you know, I had it for a decent price before, and I think I've got it for a decent price again, of course, as part of this little bundle. Next one then is a upgrade that I will be making, of course. This is Terminator Genesis on 4K there. I, of course, have it on Blu-ray, but this is an upgrade that I saw that he was selling. I've seen this really recently because I did do the Terminator movies very recently. And, of course, I have picked up Terminator 1 on 4K. And also I do have Dark Fate. So whenever I see a Terminator that's on 4K that I haven't got, of course, I'm going to plug those gaps, similar to what we've done, of course, with all the other things. So that is a really decent upgrade, and I'm really pleased to actually, you know, now be able to sell this version that I've obviously seen, but upgrade it for the 4K wall behind me. Next then, and this is, again, another continuation one that I did miss recently. They were selling this for $9.99 with any pickup in HMV, and I've always waited and waited and waited because I wanted to find that slipcover. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this does come with a slipcover, and there's a difference with this version because this version actually comes with the Blu-ray, not just the 4K, of course, so there's a lot more benefits there. But this film, of course, is Blade Runner: The Final Cut. This is the first Blade Runner film. Harrison Ford, directed by Ridley Scott, I believe. Never seen this, but also now it completes my Blade Runner 2049, which this slipcover is a very rare one as well. So both of these slipcovers actually are pretty rare in themselves now, to be honest, I would say. So I'm very pleased to own both of them, and now I can finally watch Blade Runner properly. I've never wanted to just like stream this one because it's the first one. I wanted to watch them both in the 4K. Now I've got them, and I will be doing that this year, definitely. I'll try and fit it in at some point when I haven't got to watch other things based on the cinema releases and all that. But these two are very highly thought of films in the world of sci-fi, aren't they? So looking forward to checking these both out. So, of course, we've got Blade Runner Final Cut, War for the Planet of the Apes, and Terminator Genesis. Now, I'm not sure, but these might be all on 3 for $50 at HMV, brand new. And of course, you don't get things like the slipcovers and all that. But, however, 20 quid for all 3 of them, I think, is great. Considering that was a tenner recently, of course. Let's just say that was a tenner, and these two are £5 each. Brilliant, brilliant deal, I think. And of course, Facebook is always somewhere you've got to check, because you never know. He did have a fair few other stuff, but I've got most of the stuff that he was after, and I just thought, well, if I get this, it kind of continues on my Terminator stuff. This is a definite, and this one was one I wanted to start getting into. So really pleased with all of those pickups. So of course, another call out for you guys to check Vintage, check Facebook Marketplace, all of that, because you never know what you're going to find on there. Of course, recently I picked up Star Wars, of course, the Clone Wars stuff on there. Just keep checking. You never know. I just had a quick off the cuff moment. Just search Blu-ray, see what comes up in your local area, and of course you can find some other things. Some people are really put off by shipping things out. If they've been stung before or something's been damaged, they'd rather just sell in person, of course. So really good deals on those, 20 quid, and of course nice 4Ks into the collection. But thank you so much for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more videos coming soon. If you like what you see here, don't forget to subscribe down below, and of course please do like that video because it really does help out the channel. Thanks for watching. As I say, stay tuned for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.